Boom.
Oh, yeah, yes. What's good, everybody? Do not worry. Don't fear. Stop panicking. The blind slats have up. They've turned them up ever so slightly. Do not worry. There is no daylight coming in this room. You set of vampires. Got a couple of quick shout outs to do for the members, as I've said I will be doing. So shout out to Philip Briscoe and Johnny Peacock. Much appreciated. Two of my current members. 99p a month or whatever it is, $1.99 a month, I can't remember. I think you've got option of both. Shout out to Philip Briscoe and Johnny Peacock. Let's get to it. You know what time it is. Get that badger in and on and over here. He's in, he's on, he's over, he's here, he's with us. We're going to weigh in. Quick shit vid, Sunday afternoon. Blinds up because it's light and you don't like the brightness or something along them lame lines. England flag on back at shirt. Don't get the hoorah. It's doing me head in a little bit. I understand that the St. George's flag is red and white and it should stay that way. That is my opinion of it. Obviously, I don't understand anybody that doesn't think that. People have basically died for that flag, so I think it's worthy of certainly keeping the same. I think it's all a ploy, though. I simply must say that. I don't know why else they put it like that and why it'd get so much. I honestly don't think if it just never gets spoke about, a few people buy kit and then we just all move on, don't we? I don't get it. The FA have clearly signed it off. It's a ludicrous thing to sign off. I don't get it. I presume everybody's sort of on board. I don't really get the... I've seen a few wild takes on Twitter, which is not the place of... follow me on Twitter, JackCity Music. Not really the place to sort of get it's a place to get a wide variety of ideas, but it's not necessarily a place to sort of mould your mind into a certain way of thinking, I would say. But yeah, people have put things along the line of the only people that are offended by this are bigots and racist people, which I would sort of suggest that is as simple a thought as the people that are bigots and racist. So it's a really weird contradiction, that, to me. It's like a weird dynamic where everybody that disagrees with this is a bigot or a racist. So like, well, every bigot and racist sort of thinks that way of certain people. So it's just like, it's flipped on its head, and it doesn't mean you're not that thing because you've said, you're a fucking bigot, you're a fucking racist, mate. What? It's a flag? It's a game of footy, man. Like, alright. Who cares? I don't care. I didn't even watch England last night. I don't even care. I literally couldn't give a shit. I turned up to see the result. I watched the highlights for what it's worth. A lot of talk about Ben White not wanting to go. I think something's happened within the setup on it. I don't really get, nobody knows, but I don't know if there's a bit of like bullying going on type of thing. I don't know. I think Ben White can be a bit of a wet wipe, to be fair. But I'm not sure he don't have to play for England, does he? It's an honour, and people are saying that he's taking that honour away from other people, but it's not really the case. He's actually giving somebody the chance to play that wants to play. If he don't want to play, he don't want to play. I don't know why everybody gets so up in arms about it. It's up to him, isn't it? It's a thing he'll probably regret, even if he says he don't like football that much. He'll probably regret that as he gets older, just because it's just daft. But yeah, Brazil was not at full force last night. I've just read about it. They're like 4 of the back 5, so the keeper and 3 defenders out of 4 were making the debut. And there was sort of a lot of talk that we outdo them in every position. And then I looked, and there's like some decent players in that Brazilian team. And obviously Vinicius is a brilliant player. Rafinha coming off at bench. They've got that Rodrigo guy. Paqueta's a good player. A lot of players in there. But it is what it is. Got beat 1-0. Gareth Southgate also said that he's happy with it. He's pleased, which I think is bonkers. But anyway, let's talk about Leeds. Let's get to it, 'cause that's what we're all here for. I saw a video from a few years back that's been circulating on Jonny Giles, the man, the myth, the legend. And he was saying that he's never been invited back to Ellen Road, unless it's for like a fundraiser or to obviously make some money, which is a fundraiser, but, for the club. To be fair, he did say that he wasn't really bothered about that. But, what do you think of that? I'm interested to get your thoughts on it. I'm not really 100% sure what I think of that, really. I think there's got to be an element. He said he gets all his tickets through Eddie Gray and stuff, but, I nearly said Andy Gray then. Well, that would be weird if he were getting tickets. But it's an interesting dynamic. I don't really know. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know whether they should be sort of invited back often or what you really want from the club he was saying that there's a lot of people at the club that don't know who he is anymore and stuff. I think, well, that's the nature of the beast, isn't it? Like, you know, I saw Joe's video the other day. We were talking about Ellie the elephant and saying there's a lot of young kids that don't even know that was the mascot. Well, I still thought every time I think of the mascot, I think of Ellie the elephant. So, you know, I don't know what that means, but you know what I mean. Like, times move on, don't they? It is what it is. It's up to your family really to tell you about Jonny Giles and etc. You know, I can name a few more that I've not run out. Peter Lorimer. I'm only messing. But yeah, you know what I mean. So it's up to that, you know, to watch a few videos or what I used to do when I was a kid. Don't know. He also mentioned that punch, you know, when he smacked Kevin Keegan, which is proper funny. But he was saying that he was basically mates with the ref, and he just basically said, "Oh, sorry about that." But apparently he was saying Kevin Keegan got really wound up, and he was like running around like a madman, and he just sort of left it all on Jonny Giles. He got like all the last of it. He went in on Bremner, he went in on Charlton, whoever went in on, and then goes over to Jonny Giles and he's all over his back, and then he just lashed out and obviously punched him. But he also said, so he apologised to the ref, and then the ref just let him off. And then he referenced that the Liverpool players didn't even say anything. So, and then he suggested that they probably thought, you know, well, he actually deserved that smack, to be honest, Kevin. Which is a wild thought. How times have changed in football. But that video is so funny when him and Bremner get sent off. There's a clip of Keegan and he's like right next to the ref and he goes, "Oh, come off it, Bob, man. I've not done fuck all. I've been hit twice." Like, and there is some validity in that, innit? He has been hit by pretty much everybody, and now he's the one getting sent off, but we don't care, do we? Yeah, 20 million for Rodon. Apparently Newcastle are looking at him, which is a bit of a snake in the grass, innit? But Rodon, apparently all the wind seems to say, where you're at ground, they all seem to suggest that he does actually want to sign for us over anybody, really. Obviously, with the limits. There will be a limit to that. If Real Madrid come in, I'm sure he's off, but... And I don't know what we're going to do with Christensen and stuff. There's a lot of talk that he's potentially, you know, might want another crack at the Prem. I mean, despite some people sort of saying that Christensen's form's improved, I'm not having that. The bloke's hardly a catch, is he? But yeah, stick with me. Subscribe, like, or don't. I kind of care because I do the videos, so I must care, but I don't really, really care. But I do sort of care. That's why I've closed the blind, you know. I will do as I'm told to some extent. It just sometimes takes me a few videos to come around to idea. And I think, do you know what? If it makes your eyes enjoy more, if it makes your ears listen more, if it makes your willy twinge a touch, I'll close the blind.
Boom.
JackCity, bitch. JackCity, bitch. Hey!
I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna hear your promises. You do you and I'll do me. That's just the way it is. Don't wanna ever feel surprised. That's why I ask.